Okay, so today I want to do something a little different. I spend a great deal of time on here debating religion with Christians, etc., etc. But today I want to talk about finding peace without God, right, like I did. So I want to talk a little bit about how we do that. And I want to start off using a proverb from the Bible, because to me, this is one of the most awful things that enslaves people and puts people's minds in bondage. And it's in the Bible. And this is what it says, Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 and 6. It says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight." What a horrible verse. I mean, that's a verse that gives you no personal power whatsoever. Right? If you want to pursue happiness and peace of mind and mental stability, you kind of have to trust in your own understanding. You have to have some self-esteem, not arrogance, not something that is negative, but you have to believe in your own thinking process. And that verse is just destructive. It's awful. You see, Christianity teaches that you're worth nothing without God. It says your righteousness is like filthy rags. So you can't do anything without God. And that's just awful. You see, you are able to determine things in your own life. You are able to create a better life for yourself. Right? As you leave religion, it's like freeing your mind. It's like your mind was in this little goldfish container, like you're a goldfish in a little glass tube. And you can't get out of it. So you stay in that comfortable thing and it's all you know. All right? But that truly is limiting. And when you leave religion, you find a whole other freedom and a whole other world that you can explore. Worlds that enhance your mind and do not constrict it, but it brings your mind to a greater sense of what is possible through just yourself and your ability to control your mind and trusting in your own thoughts. Okay, there's a great humanist psychologist that I was studying years ago when I first started coming out of religion. His name is Abraham Maslow, and he's famous for the concept of self-actualization. And what that is it's a concept regarding the process by which you can reach your full potential. And it's totally without God. You see, you can reach your full potential without any help or assistance from a God. You no longer have to be a slave to a God and do exactly what you think a God would tell you to do. You're free, right? You can be free from seeking the approval of others. Right? You don't have to spend your life just trying to get the approval of a peer group or a tribe or a church or church members. You see, people who are truly free, they stop seeking the approval of others, and this makes them more mentally free. There's no need to ask permission to have thoughts anymore. There's no thought crimes. You're free to open your mind and to think for yourself. And that's incredibly powerful. Just an awesome power. I remember when I was young, I read a book, and it's kind of a classic now. It's called Jonathan Livingston Seagull. It was written by a guy named Richard Bach, I believe back in the 1970s. So it's very old, and it's a little book. But in that book, it tells the story of a seagull. And of course, it's allegory. It's not meant to be taken literally. It's fiction. Okay. So unlike Christians, I'm not going to say, well, look, there was a seagull. Okay. Because we understand the difference between what is literal and what is allegory. And this is obviously allegory, but it has truth, right? And it has concepts that can set your mind free. You see, Jonathan was a seagull, and unlike the other people in his flock, other seagulls in his flock, he strives to break free from the constraints of tradition. He wanted more, okay? He dared to think about what could be more than living his life in his little flock, okay? He pursues individuality and self-determination, right? And in this, he learns how to embrace the beauty of every moment. Or, as I like to say, he learned how to live in the now, in the present. He didn't no longer need to live in the future where someday there might be a heaven that he can be comfortable in. But he learned how to be comfortable in the here and now. And that's an important lesson for us all to learn, especially when leaving the bondage, the mental bondage of religion. To break free, we have to learn how to be comfortable within ourselves. And that is so vital. Now, most of the other birds rejected this. They rejected him because they were comfortable living with the familiar. They were comfortable being a part of that particular flock, that tribe, or that religious group. And there is comfort in that. But there's no self-actualization in that. It doesn't work. See, in order to be truly free, you have to break free. You have to break through the bondage that is holding you back mentally and psychologically. And I want to encourage anyone that is on a journey of self-improvement and on a journey of leaving religion. Okay, you can do it. You're enough. You can break free. There's so much excitement and freedom ahead for you. You can give up the religion and you can move forward and grow as a human being. And it can be so good. So I want to encourage everyone who's in that position that you're contemplating these things about the true nature of what you're being taught, okay, and what you're being conditioned to think. And I want to encourage you that you can think for yourself. You can trust in yourself. You can trust in your thoughts. And you can break free from religion and have a glorious life afterwards. Enjoy, be free, be happy.